The room is cold. The words hang in the air, heavier than the silence that follows. You're overreacting. Just 4 words, but they are not an observation. They are a weapon, a meticulously crafted key designed to lock you inside your own mind. You feel a flush of shame, a hot, creeping sensation that tells you that you are wrong. Too much, too loud, too sensitive. The person before you, they stand perfectly still, calm, vindicated, a placid surface on a churning sea of chaos. This is not a simple disagreement. This is a masterclass in psychological manipulation. This is projection, the narcissist's favorite art form. Let's be clear, when a narcissist tells you, well, you're overreacting, they are not talking about you. They are writing their own autobiography in your margins. They are incapable of holding their own intense, negative emotions. Shame, guilt, inadequacy. These feelings are like fire to them, so they must exorcise them. They must cast them out, and you are the most convenient vessel. The phrase "you're overreacting" is a psychological sleight of hand. It's a magic trick. Look here at your hysteria, so you don't look there, at their failure. Valid emotional response to their transgression becomes the new problem. The original issue? It vanishes, forgotten. This isn't a lapse in judgment. It's a strategy, a survival mechanism rooted in a profound and terrifying emptiness. A healthy person, when faced with causing pain, feels remorse. They lean in, they ask, what did I do? How can I fix this? Their ego can withstand the blow. The narcissist cannot. Their sense of self is a house of cards built on a fault line. Your pain is an earthquake that threatens to bring it all down. So, they must invalidate your reality to protect their own illusion. Your feelings are not just an inconvenience. They are an existential threat. Let's walk through a scenario that's quiet, domestic, deceptively simple. Imagine you had a plan, a special evening. You've been looking forward to it all week. It was a promise, and they forget. Not with malice, perhaps, just a careless, hollow absence of thought. They arrive hours late with a flimsy excuse and no apology. You are hurt. Your disappointment is a physical ache. You express this calmly. You say, I'm hurt that you forgot. This was important to me. An earthquake begins in their eyes, a flash of panic. Guilt has knocked on their door, and they are not home. Instead of, I'm sorry, you hear the click of a switch, the activation of a defense mechanism. And then it comes, the phrase, you're being too sensitive. Why do you always have to overreact? And just like that, the narrative has been hijacked. Their carelessness is gone. Your reaction is now the centerpiece of the crime. Their neglect has been magically transformed into your instability. Their guilt has been laundered and returned to you as shame. You are no longer the victim of a broken promise. You are the perpetrator of an overreaction.
You see the genius in it? The brutal, twisted efficiency?
It is a move that simultaneously absolves them of all responsibility and asserts complete control over your emotional reality. They become the calm, rational adult. You become the unstable, emotional child. The power dynamic is not just restored, it is fortified. And you are left alone, questioning the very validity of your own heart. For years, you might believe them. You might shrink yourself to fit their narrative. You walk on eggshells, policing your own feelings. You learn to swallow your disappointment, to choke down your anger. You become a ghost in your own life, careful not to feel too loudly. But then one day, the fog begins to clear. A crack appears in the facade. Hear the phrase again. You're overreacting. But this time it sounds different. It doesn't sound like truth, it sounds like a script. It sounds hollow, desperate, the roar of a paper tiger. In that moment of clarity, the entire dynamic shatters. You realize you are not looking at a judge. You are looking at an actor, terrified of their own line. You are not too sensitive. You are a finely tuned instrument, and you have just detected a lie. Your reaction is not a flaw, it is a function. It is a signpost, a warning flare. It is your psyche screaming, the emotional landscape here is toxic, the air is poison. So, what do? You do not argue. You cannot win a game that is rigged from the start. Arguing with a narcissist about your feelings is like playing chess with a pigeon. It will knock over the pieces, declare victory, and fly away. Instead, you observe. You see the phrase for what it is, a confession. A window into their own unbearable inner world. When they say that you're overreacting, what they are truly saying is, my capacity to handle my own guilt and your disappointment is overwhelmed. I am emotionally drowning. When they say, "You're too sensitive," they mean, "Your sensitivity highlights my lack of it. Your empathy is a mirror I cannot bear to look into." You do not need to say this out loud. You simply need to know it. This knowledge is your shield. It is the invisible armor that protects your core. You can respond with a calm, simple boundary. "My feelings are valid," or "I will not discuss this while I'm being dismissed." Or you can say nothing at all. Sometimes the most powerful response is silence. The silence of disengagement. The silence that says, "Your magic trick no longer works on me." Never tolerate this phrase, not because it is cruel, though it is, but because it is a lie, a profound, soul-corroding lie. It is a poison designed to make you doubt the most real thing you have, your own emotional truth. Your feelings are not a liability. They are your compass, your guide, your superpower. Do not let anyone ever convince you to break them.